Hey guys, I'm here today. I know I look a hot mess, but I'm here today with a book review for y'all. I just reviewed another one. You'll be seeing that one probably before this one, but let me go ahead and show you and tell you about this book. So this is called The Retreat by Mark Edwards, and I'll read you the back. 2 years ago, Julia lost her family in a tragic accident. I don't know if it's Julia or if it's Julia. I watched a show on Netflix. It might have been Hulu. And the girl's name was Julia. And it was spelled with a J. So I don't know if it's Julia or if it's Julia. But ever since I watched that show, I've been calling Julia Julia. So I don't know. But it could be either or. Her husband drowned trying to save their daughter, Lily, in the river near their rural home. But the little girl's body was never found, and Julia believes she's still alive somehow. Alone and broke, Julia opens her house as a writer's retreat. One of the first guests is Lucas, a horror novelist who becomes obsessed to finding out what happened to Lily, but within the days of his arrival, the peace of the retreat is shattered by eerie events. When Lucas's investigation leads him and Julia into the woods, they discover a dark secret, a secret that someone will do anything to protect. What really happened that day by the river? Why was Lily never found? And who or what is haunting the retreat? So the retreat actually was never haunted. It was supposed to be haunted, but we'll get to that in a minute. So it starts off kind of just, I read this book all in one night, so it's kind of blurry to me because I read it so quick. But basically Lucas shows up back here because this is his original hometown. He had moved out of the way, and he finds out by the taxi driver that Julia, the owner of the retreat, lost her husband in the drowning, and they never found her daughter, Lily. Well, there was a bunch of authors staying at the retreat that had never met each other. They were there just to focus on their work and things like that. As Lucas is working on his work, he decides to hire a private detective to try and look for Julia's daughter, Lily. Well, the private detective mysteriously disappears, and multiple other people die during that time. Over a span of a month or two, about 10 people die, and they all look like accidents. Toward the end of the book, the private detective was found killed. They found out what happened to the husband and a few other people she was responsible for killing. And the weirdest thing about it all, the little girl was not dead. She actually was underneath the house for 2 years with I can't remember what they called it. It was like every so often this woman would come back to take a child. And they called her something, the red something, I can't remember, but it was the same woman. And Julia never knew that this house had secretive walls. Behind the walls there was another house. It went downstairs, and there was like this vault, and the lady that took Lily had Lily and her in there, and they ended up finding Lily. And so it ended up being a happy story, and Julia and Lucas ended up being together. So it was a very happy story, but at the same time it was a lot of twists and turns. And then Lily, because she was set up by her best friend, so they would take Lily and not her best friend. Lily said, "You're my best friend," at the end of the book. And she said, "Look at the river." And she pushed the little girl into the river. So Lily lived, but her best friend died because Lily pushed her into the river for pushing her dad. So it was a happy but sad ending. It was just a twist and turn type of book, and I don't even know if you would call this horror, but I honestly think this is more like a thriller. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this book review, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.